friends, I'd like to share with you how to weave in ends on a ribbing. When you finish up, now I have two here. This is my cast on, this is my bind off. They're in two separate places, so it'll be easier to show you. Let's start with our bind off. If you want to keep your the line here, I'll put it on my darning needle. If you want to keep this line nice and even, you've pulled your tail out here. All you have to do is find this guy, go under. So I've just gone through there. Okay, and back through where it came out. There. And there we go. You can play with that, get that tension nice and even, but now it's really hard to see where you ended. Now I'm going to flip this inside out and I'm going to work up this. Now I'm going top down because this is my bind off, and of course I work from the bottom up here. So on this side, I will go from the inside of this line of stitches to the outside. So inside the stitch to outside. And I'll do that again. Okay, and you can see, and you can play with this tension here. You can see that it ends up getting hidden in there. Now you can do one at a time, or if it's comfortable, 1, 2, do as many as you can get on this needle. Go from the inside out, until you have gone as far as you would like. Now, you kind of have to play with that a little bit, but there it is. It really just disappears in. And on the outside, because it's on this side's knit, it's a purl over here. And if you look super close, you might be able to see it, but no one's going to see it in your knitting. So at this point, you can either cut your end here. If you would like it a little extra secure, if you're careful, you may be able to come up here on the inside, come down through one, and at a bit of an angle from that one over. Sorry, this is probably hard to see. There we go. Got a little extra in there. Of course, you always check to make sure that you can't see it over here. I am happy with that. I might go back in and take that out. This is easier if you have 2x2 rib. In 1x1 rib, you are more likely to see that, so you might want to omit that. But you are done with that. And I will get my scissors. I will cut it. Oh, there we go. This is how I do this. I get my thumbnail here, I get the end of my really sharp scissors, I fray it out just a little bit, and then I fray it out a little more, and it will hold there. It will hold very nicely. So there's the first one. The second one here is from my cast on edge. Now this is a German twisted cast on. To finish off this cast on, I like to bring the yarn over here and down so that it'll be hidden in that chain there. You won't be able to see it. Get rid of that tail. Get my darning needle. Put it on the darning needle. Now, I'm going to come over and down through. You kind of have to see where it fits the best. I'll put it through here. Oh, that's better. Oh, there we go. Now that's hidden. You could always reinforce this if you want to, but I'm happy with it. So once again, I have hidden my tail on the inside, turn it inside out. Now, because I'm working for my cast on edge, I am working up with my knitting the way I knit it. These look like V's to me now. So instead of going inside out, I'm going to go outside in. you can see how it angles. You're going to go kind of perpendicular to that stitch leg. When you were going this way, perpendicular was inside out. Going with the knitting, it's outside in, perpendicular to that leg. Here we go. And you can do it on either side, outside in. I'm right-handed, so this is just easier for me to go from the right to the left. And once again, you can go one at a time. You can do 10 if you can get them all on your needle, whatever you like. Outside in, outside in, outside in. If you are putting this on ribbing that is going to be folded up, for example, if you have a hat and the brim is ribbing. Now let's say most of the hat is ribbing. You would want to keep going until you are above where the hat will be turned up. So if I only have a 1/2 inch brim on my hat, let's look at it this way. Let's say the brim of my hat is only 1/2 inch. Well, if I turn it up a 1/2 inch, you won't see my tail and where I cut it. If it's, you know, if I need to fold it up beyond where I stopped, you're gonna see that tail. So just be aware if this is ribbing that you're going to be folding up, that you take the tail all the way up beyond, give yourself 1 inch if you can, beyond where you will be folding up the brim. It could even be on your wrist if it's a cuff. If you're folding it up, go beyond and then cut your yarn. On this side, I think I'll just go on ahead and cut right there. This one I'm not weaving in, and that's okay too. I'll use my sharp tip of my scissors and my thumbnail, rough that up a little bit, spread it out a little bit, and that'll hold. So there are the 2 ways, from bottom up, top down, and then when you turn it on the other side, you can't see it. So there we go. There is weaving in ends and ribbing. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.